Alright, hey everybody, this is LMP Games, and welcome back to another First Impressions episode. I believe this one should be episode 9, I think. No. Yes? No? Yes? No? Maybe? I think so. No, 10. This is 10. It should have been 7 with Solstice. 8's gonna be... 8 is gonna be Chorus. 9 was Kerbal Space Program 2. And 10 should have been Crab Champions. So this should be, this should be 10. So, been meaning to trade this out for a bit. This is going to be Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. From what I know about it, this is kind of like some sort of reimagining of like the first game. The only thing I know about it really is that there's a character called Jack. Jack always talks about chaos. And that's like around something to do with FF1. Something like that. I don't know. That's all I really know about it. This is a lot of options. What the hell? What kind of sucks is that the menu music is over. It doesn't repeat, I guess. I was getting things set up. Language, basic settings. This is a lot of stuff. Wow. This is a lot of settings. It's actually, you know what's interesting about this though? This is Final Fantasy VII's remake's menu system. It's a little bit more revamped and polished, but essentially it's, it is that. You can see all the main things, from there. So it's kind of cool they're reusing stuff from Remake. Like, even the loading icon down there is the same. It's a different color, obviously, but it's the same icon. So that's pretty cool that you've got all these things. So you got it on 60, running in Bordeaux at 1440. VRAM usage is off. Well, that's the show. That's fine. Is there... I don't see, oh, wait, another page. Yeah, there we go. Turn off this shit. Let me turn down the shadow draw distance standard. Okay. So I guess we'll just go ahead and jump right into this. Game is made by Square Enix. Oh, it's also Koei Tecmo and Square. Interesting. So KT's been getting a lot of collabs recently. You got this game, you got Persona Strikers, Persona 5 Strikers. I think a couple others too. So it's kind of interesting. They're doing a bunch of mashups, basically, a bunch of collabs. Character design is Nomura. As it should be for a Final Fantasy game. So if KT is on this, I wonder what kind of gameplay it has then. I've seen a little bit of the trailers from this game, so it's kind of sort of FF7 RE, I think, in terms of the gameplay style. It's action oriented, action RPG, so it's an ARPG. Other than that, I really have no clue what to expect. Let's see, we got story mode, casual mode for more relaxed gameplay, mode for players with action games and short challenge battles, excel actions games, and brutal. Now we're going to go action because that seems to be the normal. So it seems to be easy, normal, and hard. So we'll go with action. Alright, lay the story on. What's going on? Okay, these are some good graphics, I'll say that. wonder if this is a pre-rendered cutscene for an engine. I really don't know. Because you can do some really insane stuff in Unreal Engine 5. But I don't know if it's using that. Because this is a next gen only, maybe this is using that. I'm guessing this is I think this is a free render cutscene. I think it's just a little bit too fluid. Actually, no, maybe it's not. Because that rain went hard. I wonder if that was an intentional shot to show that was in engine, because that was definitely horrible rain. Sending order of difficulties, story, action, hard. Casual mode, define playing any strength and gentleness, story, okay. Break gauge consumption for soul shield and other abilities decreased. MP is not decreased when falling in battle. Fallen allies almost be revived. Not after online play. MP is not. Max MP is not decreased. Unblockable attacks can be blocked. So it's like super easy mode or something. Okay. What the hell is this thing? I was gonna say Eager now. Or King Ghidorah. That's what it's Bring it! Is this in a roach here or something? Oh, it's Tiamat. Okay, so R3 to walk on. R1's double attack, L1 is guard. X is to evade. That's a health item. L2 is a heavy attack. Okay. Or R2 is heavy, and this is a special, I guess. Oh, it's a special mode. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
So we have events here for 10 minutes. soul.
They won? Looks like it.
Then why doesn't it feel like it?
Because he haven't. So Jack is some kind of soldier, I guess. He's got soldier armor on. It's kind of similar to the stuff we saw those other guys getting wrecked by Chaos earlier that they had on. Okay. Oh god, the bitrate. This one's definitely pre-rendered. What? Really? What? They're using this song? What the frick? Come on. No, this one's definitely pre-rendered. You can tell because the bitrate is like so shit.
I'll say it clear. I'll state my case.
Look how blurry this thing is.
Which I'm certain I've lived.
They did not render this video with enough bitrate. They probably did like 6,000-7,000. They need to do like 75 with all the crap around this thing.
And more, much more than this.
Reclaim your memories of combat. Move around. Options is main menu. What the hell is this? Circle. Okay, lock on. Action ability. Soulverse. Is that the L2 thing? Yellow is the break gauge and complete the gauge. R2 to expend MP. Use action ability to deal heavy break. Okay, so it takes MP though to use that. Gotcha. Break enemies by completely depleting their gauge, and then presses O to... Okay, so it's a execution. That's what that thing is. Okay, gotcha. Turn them into crystals, basically. Recover your MP and recover your and increase your max MP. Interesting. Soul Shield. Hold to deplete gauge and adopt Soul Shield stance. Blocking in this stance increase max MP and restore MP. After successful block, lunge forward and unleash a normal attack with R1.
No way!
Wait, what? Okay, so it's while you're doing the Soul Shield. While you're doing the soul move thing, you get attacked, that'll do a block. Okay. The wording on that was a little bit weird. Instant abilities. When you deflect enemy ability with purple name using Soul Shield ability, well, that ability. Okay, so it's kind of like the Misia where we can jack their stuff. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and you can store them too. That's interesting. So you don't just get to use it once. You can store it if you get it multiple times. When your max MP has reached 2 or more full gauges, you can spend MP and max MP. Oh, so it actually takes max MP too. So essentially you consume a gauge, I guess, and activates light breaker mode, which is L2 circle. And it's going to be a soul burst, so it's going to be very helpful if it was around you. Okay. Okay, so pretty interesting tutorial there. Kind of weird pacing though to like introduce it. It's like you're fighting Tiamat, and you get in this weird flower field. You get the song playing, and then you get this tutorial battle thing. It's kind of weird pacing, to be honest. Are we saying that Jack's like isekai? It's like an isekai or something. He's actually from some other world, sucked into this one. We FF10ing this game or something. Oh, these two.
Look, the crystals can sense each other.
You have one too, don't you?
Oh, interesting. So,
My mission is to kill Chaos. That's all I know.
Me too.
Good. We're all on the same hunt.
I'm Jack.
Jed.
Ash.
Jack, Jed, and Ash. So it's kind of just similar to like F1, where you have the crystals, the warriors of light. King Cornelia, leave for the hunt down Chaos, but or refused. Having so passed since that day, now the three heroes turn triumph, the quest complete. Okay.
What?
Need something for that?
It's just a scratch. Nothing a little spit can't heal. When are we gonna fight Chaos? Well, this monster hunting is a pain in the ass.
Seriously. Fingers crossed we're done.
Either way, time to pay the king a visit.
And we don't leave without answers.
Hmm.
The world lies shrouded in darkness. The winds die. The seas languish. The earth decays. But the people believe in a prophecy, patiently awaiting its fulfillment. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come.
Okay, so this is like literally the same sort of story as FF1. 4 though, so who's the fourth in our party here? We'll find out. Cornelia. Fool's missive too. Cornelia. A joyous city with its proud alabaster castle. Though it lives in the shadow of chaos, its noble people greet the dawn with heads held high. Spirits of Cornelia's common folk are sustained by the royal family, particularly beloved Princess Sarah is Cornelia's moon. Her silver smile is balm, heals troubled hearts. Princess Mia is its son, the source of comforting warmth to all. Yet it is a prophecy too that sustains the people's hopes. The wise words of Lucan, foretelling warriors of light who will one day rise up and lead to salvation. Okay, interesting.
You are skilled, to be sure. Few could have slain even one of those abominations, let alone 3. There is still the matter of your number, however.
When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come.
And your crystals trouble me. They do not shine the color they should.
Can't argue with that. But you need warriors, right? Look in front of you. Here we are, ready and willing to take Chaos down for you.
And with all due respect, isn't that what matters most?
Perhaps. Yet a question still weighs on my mind, warriors of the Dark Crystals. Why court danger so eagerly? What could you possibly hope to gain?
All I care about is seeing Chaos dead. I need to. It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger. A thirst. Does that answer your question?
So,
Very well.
are these guys the warriors of
Minister
darkness?
Lagon, fetch the key to the shrine.
My lord.
And FF3.
Jack, Ash, Jed.
They talk about 4
I
warriors
place
of
the
darkness
future of
that
Cornelia in your hands.
when the lights became too powerful,
Do not fail
were
us.
appeared and drove back the lights and brought balance back. Are these guys similar? Because they're dark crystals, they're actual crystals, the ones that you would think.
I'll deliver the key to you in the morning. Make your preparations and wait for me at the city gates. Until then.
It's an interesting thing here.
Many warriors have come before us, but you are different somehow. I expect great deeds.
The lip syncing isn't quite as good in this game. So who are these people here?
Cornelia is counting on you
This
to
is Mia.
save us from the darkness. I know you will. May the crystal's blessing be with you always.
You look every bit the
Queen Jane.
warrior. I can imagine it serves you well on the battlefield. Even so, I would kindly ask that you smiled in front of my daughters.
No smiling, only chaos. Only killing chaos. That's all that matters. Kill chaos. Kill chaos. They really are kind of cementing. Yeah, because the way that Jack talks about, like, call it like a thirst or something, it's always makes you think these guys the warriors of darkness because they like are motivated by different. They seem to be motivated by different, like.
What's going on?
Is this Sarah?
Princess Sarah.
Yeah.
The people love her.
Like a flower blooming in a dark wasteland.
What the hell?
Come on, Jack. Wouldn't kill you to smile for once.
Jack, you've returned.
with a few more scars.
Nah, it's nothing. Jack has the best medicine.
That's wonderful! In that case, if it's not too much trouble, would you be able to spare some for our soldiers in the castle? There's no medicine, is there?
Is there something you want?
There is. I need a favor from you. I heard you were going to the shrine, so I thought this would be my only chance to ask.
Favor?
Two, actually.
Of course.
There was a knight by the name of Garland who set off to battle Chaos as well, but he never returned. If you could, I would be grateful if you looked for him.
Look, we don't have time for a rescue mission, Princess.
I understand. You don't need to go out of your way. Just keep an eye out for him.
What does he look like?
He always wore such splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to behold. He towered over the other knights. Even so, his voice was always warm.
How long ago was this?
Perhaps 10 years ago.
Damn.
Although, it seems just like yesterday. No one believes me.
So does this take place after?
The minister, not my father. They say a knight by the name of Garland never existed.
As you wish. We'll see what we can do about your missing
in
knight.
FF1,
Thank you, Jack.
Garland is there. He's actually
Jack,
there.
wait.
And we see him become
The other
Chaos.
favor. Come back safe. And soon.
So after you defeat Chaos in 1, does
May the
Chaos come back?
crystal's blessing be with you. Always.
Interesting.
Odd. Your crystal vibrating too?
Yeah, weird.
Forget it. We need to focus. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Let's get some rest.
Hey, Jack. Just the guy I wanted to see. I heard you're off to the shrine tomorrow. Why don't you spend the night here?
Yeah.
Great. Come on in.
News of your departure will soon spread, and failure will leave a stain on the king's reputation. Bear this in mind. Travel northwest, and you will reach the Chaos Shrine. Go with the crystal's blessing.
So we have Mage Mashers and Killer Knuckles. Okay. Okay, so we're like an FF10 map that we go from between mission to mission. Battle Simulator and location, non-great swords tutorial, Atlas tutorial, Mega tutorial. Talk to people on the world map for options, talk to initiate conversation. Huh. Job trees. Oh wow, okay. So you have 3 different trees at the moment. So Swordman, which I think is what we are right now, probably. Seems like it. Stat bonus stamina. Any link instantly can be the slot, job, action. Pugilist. Strike, stat bonus agility. Explosive fist. Weak spot. Slash agility. Desperate struggle. Let's at least do the Great Sword tutorial. Swordsmen and middle fighters, it's combined arsenal, offensive and defensive abilities, powerful charge attacks, holding R1 levels, charge of power to deliver an attack specialized at breaking enemies. L1 will transition into an attack into an enhanced guard. Swordman can also perform spinning slash with R2, holding down R2 will increase both actions, duration, and rotation speed. So wait, hold on, R1. Oh, okay, it's right after. Wait, what's this one? So it's R1. Ah, there we go, okay. Hold R2. Ah, okay.
Okay.
Huh, okay. So Greatsword's a little bit more tricky than your average weapon. To be expected. So each weapon has its own kind of quirks. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and start this one about mission levels. Each mission prints on the mission level. Sure, compare to your average equipment level before attempting a mission. The lower your average equipment level is compared to the mission, the more break damage you will receive. Interesting. Okay, so if you go into a mission not prepared, you actually get punished for it. That's kind of interesting. So 5-1 basically on this one. We're gonna do it anyway because why not? Chaos Shrine 2. I had never known a shrine to be here and not in all my past observations. It seems to suddenly appeared, yet no one has paid this phenomenon any mind. Something must have happened. But what could have triggered this to appear in the distant future? A place where no one would interfere. Interesting. So this is the Chaos Shrine. This is like the last shrine you enter during one, isn't it? Where you fight Chaos. So many questions. I think this sounds like
Looks like Chaos has been waiting for us.
You gonna make us go in there and find you?
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
These guys look like they've been isekai'd into this game, so we're got like modern looking clothes on.
This'll be a walk in the park.
Come on, but watch yourselves.
Save point. Oh, interesting. It survives slain enemies too, so it's kind of like a bonfire. Interesting. So I don't have any points. Let's go and do a save. Where are we at? We're at 36 minutes.
We got company.
Jack, let's go.
Oh, we actually have, Jack has the, sword. Okay. Resonance push more aggressively. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, so there's no jump button, so you can't get up there. Down here. Because it's really beneficial to break everything. Because it gives us some extra soul suck points, or what they're called.
Enemy spot.
Time to go to work.
Ready? Treasure, huh?
Job level up. Twilight tunic.
Jack, there's one down there.
Let's take it.
Switching. You can instantly switch from one battle set to another by hitting triangle. Okay. Okay, so you can switch between weapons.
This is the one. All right.
So you have two
Time
different
for a
weapon
change.
sets. You
This
can
is
use,
the
I
one.
guess. Actually, maybe it's two different classes. Like maybe this is a. It seems like
All right.
swordsman.
Time for a change.
Okay, I think this might be a different class entirely because the thing even changed, right? The icon down there and the level too.
This is the one. All right.
So I think we're like the same class as what's his name over here now?
Let's go.
This'll be a breeze.
Oh wow! Stab him, make snap. What's this? Enemies and staggering. Enemies can be staggered by attacks, soul shield. Okay, so if you can't stagger with normal attacks, you do it with other abilities.
Damn.
What's this thing?
Where does all that darkness come from?
Chaos is acid.
A monster just...
Potions.
This darkness wasn't bad enough.
This is a
Not
strong
off to
enemy
a
here.
good start.
Just keep hitting them.
sword level 4. Oh, we can tank this thing. Tactical.
Sorry, I dropped the ball.
Nice one. Now let's see what secrets this place is hiding.
Attack Chaos's butthole.
More of those cubes.
I could use a break.
Upon leveling up to points, we can actually spend these now. So we can go with Lightbringer Duration or Duelist Affinity. Increases your... What does that even do though? I mean, what does that actually do? Like, does it mean you do more damage or something? Anima Shard. So is that a way to get, like, these are like shards to give you experience for jobs, I guess? We're good. And we have all damage increase, or all damage taken gets decreased, or we have Sorbet Infinite. It's going to take less damage. Go ahead and get that. Where's this go? To a chest. Twilight Bracers. And then down there, if we fall down. So can we actually upgrade our equipment too? Maybe we have to be at the cube thing for that. Huh. So we got like a level 4 sword, right? Or something. Yeah, we got a much better great sword. So one more stamina, some more slash damage, and a couple more health on that one. It's interesting. I wonder if and can weapons level up, or is it just you get more level up weapons as you find them? It actually changes what you have on. Nice. Strangers' clothes, pants. It makes it, yeah, it's strangers, right? It makes it seem like they are Isekai'd or something. This was the name, you know. J.A. Oh, Jack. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's a bomb.
Warm welcome.
I don't stand a chance.
Oh, we got broken. Okay.
I'm not dead yet.
Jack, watch yourself. Okay.
This sucks.
Okay, so if Jack goes down, that's the end of the game, okay? Guarding against magic damage. Okay. Should have read that earlier, I guess.
This is the one.
We got company.
Come on, follow me. Let's see how much fire that thing can eat.
Nice. You got an item out of that. That was a lot easier with this weapon. Because this, I guess this class has the ability to steal the stuff, right?
Try not to get hit.
That's all of them.
Focus on how we can do better next time. Up ahead.
These moments are pretty gnarly.
Stay out of the flames, unless you want to get cooked.
Let's find another way around.
Oh, damn.
Can't be.
We're getting wrecked by these bombs. Probably because we're too low level for this place. For the equipment, anyway.
There you are.
I don't stand a chance. Hit him hard!
Give him the
Up ahead.
Time to go to work.
You guys do a lot of damage. Double up. I'm trying to pull him over here if you can. What the hell?
See anything following us?
Not off to a good start.
Come on, we can do this!
You okay on potions?
No room for mistakes.
These goblins. Color Knuckles level 6.
Whatever doesn't kill.
Sorry if I dropped the ball.
That was kind of nuts. Lots of enemies swarming around.
This way looks safe enough.
Let's go.
What the hell was that?
Another chaos butthole.
Another one of those things. I guess.
Crystallize the bubble. Oh, is this the other? Yeah, this is the other area. Okay. This is another way over to here, I guess, or a shortcut to get around those guys. Oh, so far the combat system isn't too complex, but it is complex enough to be interesting. I think we'll see when we get to another boss. If we do within the time limit here, we're going to plan for this for another like 10 minutes or so. Give it about an hour. Feels like a game that's going to have a slow kind of burn to get going. Cacti. What was that? Wow, they just picked up a bunch of crap. Holy hell. What was that laugh that Jack had?
Okay.
I just healed him right next to one of these damn things.
More of those cubes.
Better not forget where it is.
Damn it. This is a shortcut. Yeah. Nice. So, some Dark Souls mechanics in this thing. So we got some levels here to deal with. We are job level 5. We got 3 points to spend. Holy shit. So we get increases the infinity with swordsman. We actually got another one of those here too. And we have this. Actually, so we actually don't have to go through, or does this get both if we get this? Onslaught combo. R1, R2. Can be set to R1, R2, okay. Oh, I see, I got them both. Through the chain. Cool. We have some levels over here too. Yeah. Like, can we do job trees for the other characters too? Oh, we have other jobs now available. Marksman, Pilgrim. Interesting. Wonder when these unlocked. Mostly tied to other job levels then. That's kind of interesting. So it's like an expanded tree of jobs connected to each other that way. Online. Battle settings, I'm guessing, for abilities. Okay, so the affinity gets you the most of the equipment that it's made for that class. Gotcha. Okay. So, where do we go to assign combo stuff? Here we go. So we can change this to Onslaught. That's a Raging Slash. R1 to R2. Okay, so you have certain combo paths, but you can update the skills on those combo paths. Interesting. Okay. That's an interesting system there.
See what's inside, Jack.
Hermit Club.
Have to get through those flames.
Water might do the...
Mages are masters utilizing normal attacks and mace. Mages cast spells that are R2. Equip a mace in battle settings. I'm guessing it's this. pilgrim. So this is the mage, okay.
No escape.
Salt hook. I guess I don't have a mace. Or is this a mace? Looks like a friggin' saw thing to me. Saw blade to me. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this is the mace, I guess. So lock on with R3, R2 to cast. Oh wow, you actually charge
Time to
up.
go wild, Jed. Woohoo!
You can charge up the things you want to use. Interesting.
It's our time.
You know, I almost feel sorry for them.
Victory was guaranteed.
The Pale Protector. Looks like it's some kind of rare equipment. You kind of got a bit of a looter thing going on here too. It's kind of interesting. Oh, is this a dead end? Probably then, yeah. So you can change your job by changing the weapon you have. So the weapon's tied to a job affinity. That's interesting. But then you can equip any kind of equipment you want to have, and those are tied to particular jobs. And that give you more stats if you have the right job type. Which is interesting.
Nice room.
With plenty of places to hide. Stay alert. Look, another vent.
I don't want to look at it anymore.
I wonder what the hell is R? Really is just a sphincter of chaos. Oh wow, okay. Speaking of hiding places, this wolf is definitely... This guy's fast as hell. Maze Rancher 3, some other stuff. Reducing max break gauge. Lightbringer, okay. There's a bomb up here, I think. Yeah.
Got company.
Jack, let's go. Finish up, Jack.
Oh, it actually fell down and blew these guys down here. What the hell? Alphas. Holy hell, that thing nuked me. I didn't even know that thing was there. Cool. Okay, I think we have enough to give me an opinion on this here. So this is a pretty interesting game. It's hard to define the genre, right? It's obviously an action RPG, but it also has all these elements from all these other games. We got job system stuff, so it's got like traditional RPG elements. It's obviously got heavy influence of Dark Souls kind of gameplay. Enemies respawn at save points, you got shortcuts. Enemies do lots of damage to release to die. So there's like all these various elements of different game genres in here. It's kind of interesting. So gameplay mechanics wise, battle's interesting. I haven't really gotten a handle of the system just yet, but it doesn't seem like it's too crazy in depth. There's a lot of like combo potential routes and stuff with all the stuff you can get like in the menus and stuff. You got lots of interesting unlockable abilities. It seems they can swap out and like mix and match together to give different effects. Every class seems to be unique, which is good. There's not really any overlap in terms of like the actual mechanics of those classes. It seems like there's also classes tied to the levels of other classes to unlock them or something like that, which is interesting. It's always interesting to see that kind of a progression system where you have classes that, not necessarily a class tree, but just a singular class that's tied to the levels of other classes. So you're kind of like combining sort of the experience of different classes together to unlock new ones, sort of. So it is interesting to see those kinds of systems. It's kind of interesting the class is tied to the weapon, so if you change your weapon, you change your class. It's also kind of interesting how you can change in battle.
Time for a change.
And it changes. It's very immersion breaking. Right? This is the one. Because it changes your gear too, right? So you you pop out your stuff into some other equipment.
Time for a change.
So this game definitely doesn't seem like this game takes itself too seriously, right? This game is not about immersion. This game is about gameplay. And I think with the story and the writing being the way they are, it's kind of also indicative of that. This game is heavily focused on gameplay mechanics, and interesting stuff there. And so yeah, this is kind of cool. It does feel kind of rough though. I mean, I'm not surprised. I think this is like, they took what they did well in FF7R and they tried to make it different at the same time by implementing and introducing which are other mechanics. Some of which they've used in the past before with different games, some which are new. And it feels just kind of rough, right? It has that like new game to developer sort of roughness to it. Like they're just still trying to figure out the systems that they've made. They put them together, they work well enough, but they're just not quite polished to the extent that you would, think maybe would happen like in a sequel or something like that, right? It's like, it kind of feels like it has the what I call the first game in a franchise syndrome, where you have this idea, you take it to a publisher, they're like, okay, fine, we'll let you make this game for this amount of money. You make it, it does really well, you can make a sequel, and then the sequel gets a much larger budget because the original sold a lot. And the publisher's like, oh, we got potential here for a lot of profit from this game franchise. Like the classic example of that is ME1 to ME2. ME1, original ME1, not the new one, the Legendary Edition or whatever it's called, the remake essentially, or the rebuild, I guess. I don't know what you call it again. It's not really a remake, it's not really a remaster, it's somewhere in between, which is freaking weird. But like the original one was hella janky, hella weird, had a lot of strange bugs. Like, for example, there's like invisible elevators all over the place. It's very easy to get stuck on things. There's a lot of weird places you get soft locked. Gameplay is kind of janky. This has that kind of feeling to it to me. Not quite the same level, obviously, but it has the same, like, there's an underwaft of jankiness. But yeah. The whole Lightbringer mode is kind of interesting. How it gives you like essentially lets to more easily soul suck enemies. The whole mode of like the execution mode is kind of interesting too, where you get them down to a certain amount of their. I think you break their break gauge, stagger them basically, and you can just kill them, kill the enemies outright, which is kind of interesting. It even works on bosses, like we saw with Tiamat. So that's pretty. It's an interesting gameplay mechanic, and it gives you like bonuses for doing it. Again, more evidence this game is supposed to be gameplay as hell, and like a massive gameplay focus, right? So gameplay mechanics wise, from what I played so far, I'll give this game a 7.5 out of 10. I do think it could go backward. I don't think they've like kind of a stable ground, a stable base for the gameplay mechanics. So there could be situations later on in the game where that causes the rating to go down because of extreme jank or something like that. But yeah, I think 7.5 is a fair thing for what we have here. Art design. So art design's kind of interesting. The character design, original character designs, like these guys here with their default armor, feel really out of place. They don't really explain where these guys come from. Probably will eventually, but they feel like they got isekai out of another world into this one. Which is interesting. In terms of like the environment art and level design, you know, it's okay. It's passable. It's nothing amazing. It's very room linear. It's got that Dark Souls kind of game design to it for the levels. In terms of like armor and stuff like that, everything kind of looks hyper sort of stylistic. Again, making things look cool to distract from maybe even some of the other areas the game doesn't have a really good grasp on. Places look like they should, in general. Enemies look like they should, in general. Other characters look like they should, in general. For the place setting. So we'll give this a 6 out of 10 for art design. It's not the best, not the worst. Could be better. The level design is very linear and campy. That has led to some jank and like fighting enemies and such. I do think that they could have done a little more of a open linear, like wide linear sort of style to this. Potentially, maybe later areas are like that. Maybe it's just the fact that we're in a temple that's like this. But based off what I've played so far, it feels like it's going to be very claustrophobic like this through most of the game. Since all the places you've been into so far, except for the tutorial area, has been like this. So, sound design. Haven't heard a lot of the sound in the game yet. The mini music was interesting. It doesn't loop though, so you can't like just sit there and listen to it. But it's kind of interesting. It had some hints of like the prelude in there. We get music throughout the entire game, it seems, at least through most of it. We got music in the background right now, playing. So far, nothing seemed out of place. Battle theme seems okay. The sound effects are they're decent. They're passable. Nothing, pretty much with everything else with the sound design in this game. Nothing too egregious, but nothing also spectacular. It's kind of in the middle. Voice acting, on the other hand, though, voice acting is a little bit stale, or maybe not stale is not the right word. Voice acting seems flat, kind of, maybe. I haven't heard much of, maybe later on to get more vocalization in them, but it could also just be the style they're going for, too. If this is like an isekai situation, then that kind of makes sense. Sort of. Kind of similar to like the whole Forspoken thing. Of how, modern people talking in modern ways in a fantasy environment. And making it sound really weird. When in fact there's nothing really wrong with what's going on. It just clashes really bad because, it's isekai. Stuff like that's going to probably happen. For sound design, though, we'll give this game a 5.5. Like I said, it's nothing amazing, nothing bad, just kind of mediocre in the middle. Story. So, story so far in the game is interesting, but not interesting enough for me to give it a massively high score. It does seem to take place after the first game. Like, it said that Garland disappeared 10 years ago. I know for a fact that Garland is in the first game, and we see him become Chaos. Transition into that. So, this seems to take place after FF1. We are not the actual heroes of light, I don't think, because we have these dark crystals, so I'm thinking it might be the heroes of darkness, which have been our motif in the early franchise. They don't necessarily talk about the first two games, but the third game talks about the Warriors of Darkness. And that there are both Warriors of Light and Darkness, and they both bring balance to both light and the darkness as well. So if the light gets too powerful, Warriors of Darkness come along to empower the dark side and bring the light back into balance. So I'm wondering if that's kind of like what's going on here. But then again, you got Chaos, and Chaos has always been associated with the dark side of things. So I'm not really sure about that. Other than that, it's nothing spectacular, nothing amazing. It feels like it's going to be very character-driven, not story-driven. So, like, it's going to revolve heavily around these three characters, or the fourth one, whoever the fourth character ends up being. If there is even a fourth one. And not so much around, like, a story about what, is going on in the world at the moment. The story's not, we're going to... It's not about the crystals and saving the crystals. It's about these guys and their journey to kill Chaos. That's what it seems like it is at the moment. So, so far, it's okay. Again, nothing amazing. I think I'll probably give this a 5. Story of 5 out of 10 so far. So that brings us to the overall. So overall for this game, I'm going to give it a 6.5. We had a couple of 5s in there, right? And that's got to pull down the score a little bit. Even though I don't really tie things together like that. But having 2 5s means something has to give there. You can't have a 8 out of 10 overall game and have 2 5s, unless there's something really insane going on. And there's not anything really insane going on here. So, decent game so far. Definitely worth a look if you're into Final Fantasy. If you are a new Final Fantasy fan, though, I would say skip it for the moment. And maybe get it when it's on sale if you're interested in it. Otherwise, maybe skip it entirely, I don't know. Up to you. But definitely an okay game so far. With a lot of potential to get better in some areas. I don't think the audio design in terms of like the sound, game music, background music can get better, I think, and battle music can get better, bosses and stuff, but I don't know if the voice acting will get any better than what we've seen so far. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I do think every category has some potential for getting better, but I do think that a lot of categories also have potential for staying the same or getting worse too. It's kind of an interesting game that way so far. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna give it overall, 6.5. So, not sure what the next game will be. I haven't decided yet, but I will let you know when I know. And we will reconvene next in 2 weeks for another one of these. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comments, questions, link below. And I will catch you guys next time. Till then, this is LMP Games, and I will see you guys later.